TV, what a jolly good show!
I know.
Good morning. It's Saturday morning. We're down here on John Henson Recreational Field, and I'm here with Derek Baker from 3H Motors, who's sponsoring this event. So, Derek, what can you tell me about what's going on this morning then?
Well, this morning, obviously, as you can see, they're setting up for this evening. The firework display is behind you. That's the mammoth part of it. We've got involved because it's with the local garage, literally about 100 yards away.
Yeah.
We felt that, you know, with our connections with John Hanson, it would be a nice thing for us to do the sponsorship. We put up the money, it covers a lot of the basic costs, and that means that the public coming in will pay for the fireworks, hopefully, and give a surplus to John Hanson.
Okay, so have you been having many problems setting up this morning then?
Only the wind, and I understand they've had some problems waiting for the scaffolding for the tower for the fireworks and so on over there, but as far as we're concerned, no problems at all.
No problem at all.
Thank God the weather's good.
Yeah.
Our thing will be, in addition to the sponsorship, is obviously to get some publicity for 3H Motors and Peugeot. In addition to that, we thought a nice thing to do to again create a bit more interest for the public. We're giving away a free holiday for two,
right, okay.
As a result of the tickets.
Right.
They hand them in at the end of the evening. The holiday for two will be a Greek island, fully paid for.
Brilliant.
Hopefully it'll be somebody that we know as well.
So if you're watching this, viewers, you've missed your chance to have a Greek holiday if you didn't turn up here this evening.
We've been preparing off-site for a period of 3 to 4 months. The main thing is just to organise all the various bits and pieces of the supply organisations that are providing everything from the toilets right through to the scaffolding towers.
Right.
And what we're up to at the present time is bringing these various factions together onto the site and starting, or fairly well into now, the assembly.
So are you looking forward to having a fair few people up here this evening then?
Well, we hope to have. We know that there are competitive events on, of course, this evening, but
right, yes.
Our experience in the past has been between 6,000 and 7,000 people on site.
Oh, that's a
So
lot,
we hope there will be a...
That's a large chunk of Andovarians.
It is a fairly large, yes, it is indeed.
It definitely is, yeah.
Yes.
It is immensely satisfying. It gives me great pleasure, and I hope, of course, at the end of the day that it gives a lot of other people pleasure too. And therein lies the motivation for me to put in the hours and to give the thought processes and the physical demands that fireworks actually demand from me.
Commercial or domestic. KJM manufacture and install the very best high-security windows, doors and conservatories. Unbeatable for looks, durability and price. For a free quotation, phone Andover 359 355.
Looking for that special job? C&M Employment Services provide a complete, permanent and temporary recruiting service. Our rates are reasonable and we offer a professional and personal approach. Ring us on Andover 351 851 for further details.
1, 2, 3. It's magic!
Yeah, this is Towns Television, yeah.
We're
here with Sue Collins, Artistic Director of the Cricklade, and Peter Redmond, who's the Theatrical Director? Administrator, right, get it right. Anyway, Sue, you've been here 4 years. What's it been like in those times?
I'm in my 4th year now. Yeah, it's busy. It's busy here, yes. And we've got a busy programme now right up until the end of the year. And really the best thing for people to do is to pick up a programme, which is either from the box office here, or the library, or even Safeways, and really have a look at it. But there's still a full programme between now and Christmas, and some excellent things coming on in January.
Festive season coming up must be one of your busy times.
Well, inevitably in any theatre, yeah, and you want to get enough Christmas things in, but you don't want to flog it to death. So I think the balance we've got is just right. And for instance, we've got Raymond Briggs's Snowman.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, which everybody likes. And
Peter saying it was sold out, was that right?
Just about, yes.
But there could be one or two, so they're getting quickly enough.
It's a lovely thing to have on there, isn't it? The Snowman.
Oh, yes, and I'm interested to see how it'll work in the theatre, because you get so used to seeing the cartoon.
So then we've got, on the 28th of November, we've got Julie Felix coming in.
Yes, those people who remember Julie Felix from the 60s, I'm sure will come and see her. So she was very full of protest in those days. I think perhaps they're not quite so protesting, but I think that what she says in the programme is interesting, that she's quite sad that the songs are really just as relevant now as they were then. So, yeah, she's still good to come.
Remember that one, we're all going to the zoo tomorrow.
Yeah, that was one of the lighter ones, I think.
And then on the 3rd, you've got Can't Pay, Won't Pay.
It's a Dario Fo play, and Dario Fo's a political playwright. Everything he does, all the laughs are political. But it's enormous fun. Yeah, quite an important modern playwright.
And then on the Tuesday the 7th, you've got the Christmas concert. Can you tell me about that?
The Christmas concert is a college concert. It's on for 2 nights, and there are mince pies and mulled wine in the interval, and really good music. Can I say a little bit about the Shakespeare, which is on the 12th of November? It's a company called Show of Hands, and the actual company has in it both actors who can hear and actors who are deaf. And they combine both a verbal approach to the play and sign language. And so it's for everyone, but it gives it a new sort of dimension. Quite an exciting way of looking at it.
You were telling me about that, weren't you, Peter?
Yes, we've been in touch with various deaf organisations and hope that the coaches will all be lined up outside as people unload and flock in.
That's fantastic, that's a good cause anyway. Right, on we go. We've got the Christmas concert, and we've got the carol service, and you've got the Test Valley Brass Band on the 11th. What's the Christmas feast on the 15th?
It's my Christmas show, and I was actually up all night rewriting part of that. Last year I did my own adaptation of the Christmas Carol, which Tim Raymond, who's head of specialist music here, wrote a score for. He's actually writing a score for this one. This one is what you call all the best bits. It's all the best bits from literature, poems, and they're all linked together with a sort of linking character. And again, it's a real family show, something for everyone.
It's fantastic. That's £5, £3.50, and the family for £15. So it's very good.
Absolutely.
Do they get a free Christmas dinner as well?
No, they get a mince pie.
Warmed up from the Christmas Carol service, yes.
Well, good morning. This is a Sunday morning, and we're back at the Red Lion at Clanville. And one rather nice feature of the Red Lion is that they have the occasional craft fair here. And in the lead up to Christmas, there's some really quite nice, interesting items for sale. So we can just take you around and show you some of the exhibitors. So maybe you can pick up a few Christmas hints. Quite nice value items here. There's a lovely handmade Mr. Moon, £4, which isn't terribly expensive, I would have thought. These are very Canadian and American ideas. The wreaths, £10 each. That's quite reasonable. Very well made though. And solid. Let's have a look at this gentleman here. He's actually sketching something. Morning, we're from Town Television. What are you doing there?
A drawing of Marlborough.
Oh, drawing Marlborough?
Yeah, this is one of a series that I sort of go into a village or a town and then do a series of drawings of that area, usually based around the church, the pubs, and then sort of.
Sorry, what was your name? I didn't get your name.
Robert Brock.
Robert Brock.
Yeah.
So Robert, these are your drawings here as well.
Yeah.
They're absolutely splendid. You do a lot of churches. I can see St Mary's there in Andover. So
it's probably about 120, 130 sort of public scenes now, and I do private commissions for people as well. It's just a hobby, but
very nice. So from £45, you go and actually draw somebody's house. That's rather nice, isn't it? So are you based locally?
Yes, I actually live in Andover. Yeah.
If you want to tell the viewers your phone number, I'm sure they'll come along and...
Thank you very much. Yes, it's Andover 366 253.
There you are. Robert Brock on 366 253 will come and, from £45, will come and sketch your house. Hello. Who's this? Janet?
Yes.
Janet Taplin. Janet, what are you doing here this morning?
Trying to sell a few baskets of flowers, a few baskets of bread, anything really, bits and pieces for Christmas presents.
They're very pretty indeed, aren't they? Do you make these?
Yes, I make them all myself. Yes.
They're really quite incredible. What's this made of, for instance, this one here?
That one is salt dough, and it's all dried out, beans well stuck on, and finished with a waterproof coating.
It's amazing. And it's only £15. I think it's... the work that's gone into that is quite a lot.
Yes, it is. Lots of work involved, but we enjoy doing it all. So.
How long would it take to actually make that?
An hour, I suppose, roughly, but from start to finish. So.
Really, just an hour. There's so much work gone into it. It's quite incredible.
Well, I've had a bit of practice on them now, so I'm getting faster.
What's your best-selling item, Janet?
The bread at the moment. Definitely the bread. Yes.
Let's see. And these yours as well? No, this is Pam. Well, let's go and talk to Pam. Good morning. Good morning. Town TV come to look around the craft fair.
Yeah.
So you make all these goblins and
yeah, all the dragons and wizards, plus the ducks, etc. Oh, they're all from plaster of Paris moulds.
Plaster of Paris moulds.
Plaster of Paris mould, liquid slip, and one firing, and then painted and spray sealed.
So you do all the painting yourself as well?
I do all the painting myself. Yes, everything.
They're amazing value for money because you just don't see things in the shop this price, do you? Because
that's right. Well, it's all to do with overheads, isn't it? Really.
So you based in Andover?
Yes, I live in Andover, just off the Salisbury Road.
Well done. So what's your biggest selling item?
Today, the duck. Yes, it's a new mould, and everybody's been buying the sleeping duck. Yeah, I think I've sold about 6 today. So yes.
A bit like I feel this morning after last night. But it's amazing value for money. You see, look, the viewers, a sleeping duck, £5, and you've got pigs laying down. Small pigs £2.25, large pigs £7.50. And there's Father Christmas. How much is Father Christmas?
He's £9.35.
£9.35.
One sitting just round the corner. He'll sit on your mantelpiece with his feet up in the air.
So how do people get in touch with you if they want to buy some of these items?
Come to the Andover Craft Guild fairs. Yes, I'm doing them all through till Christmas and next year, all being well.
So how many times do they happen at the Red Line?
Every month. Usually every month.
When's the next one, do you know?
The gentleman, 28th of November and the 19th of December.
Anyway, thanks for talking to us, and best of luck with today. Okay, thanks. So if you want to come to the Red Lion on the 28th of November for the next Andover Craft Fair, I know everybody here will make you very welcome. The prices are quite staggering, so it's well worth a shot for Christmas. Recommend it to all Town TV viewers.
Visit Primetime in Shakespeare Avenue, Oxford Road in Andover. We stock over 1,000 console games. Mention Town TV and we'll give you a £2 discount. Primetime is open 7 days a week till 9. Phone Andover 334400 now.
County Sewing at 92 High Street, Andover is now under new management. We supply and service leading brands of sewing and knitting machines. We also stock dress patterns, Rose and Hubble dress fabrics and haberdashery. County Sewing, 92 High Street, Andover. Telephone 324 060. Susanna Dressmakers are specialists in bridal and evening wear, day wear, children's clothes, alterations and repairs. Susanna, now at 92 High Street, Andover, above County Sewing. Telephone Andover 33 7139.
Right, morning. John Collinson, Acting General Manager of BRITAX.
Good morning.
It is BRITAX, isn't it? Not
It is
BRITAX.
BRITAX, that's correct,
Right.
yes.
Here we are in the boardroom of BRITAX, based in Andover.
Yep.
How long have you been in Andover, John?
Since March 1989.
March 89, right.
Yeah, 4.5 years now.
Yeah. How many in the workforce here?
180.
180 people, yeah. All good, loyal Andover employees?
Mostly from Andover, yes.
Yeah.
One or two, shall we say, relics from the Byfleet days,
Yeah.
me being one of them,
Yeah.
who travel in sort of 30, 40, some are even as far as 50 miles.
Yeah.
But mostly Andover people, yes.
So why Andover? Why did BRITAX come down here?
Well, they originally were in Byfleet, which is near Weybridge in Surrey, and their lease was up for renewal, and really wasn't room to expand. It was in the middle of a housing estate, and so the company needed to look around for its expansion opportunities, and really it was looking for a place within a 50-mile radius of Byfleet so that it could actually run with the same management to start with, and Andover fitted the bill rather nicely, and sites were vacant at the time.
So tell me what BRITAX do. We all know the name.
Yes.
But you don't make seatbelts per se anymore.
No, not anymore, no.
Tell
We
us
used
what you
to
do now.
We make car seats for children.
Right. And what's the age group for those car seats?
Well, virtually from the day that they're born until, well, some seats now we go up to 10 or 11 years old.
Right. So can you explain a few things behind us here? There's
Yes.
a very pretty rockabye.
This
Yeah, you can see
rockabye,
that.
yes, this is an infant carrier. That's roughly 0 to 9 months.
Yeah.
Obviously, rockabye, it rocks.
Yeah.
It will also stop rocking. So, it also has this single-handed harness adjustment, which is, if you've ever tried fitting children into these seats,
Yeah.
you will know that as they're struggling about and you're trying to adjust these
Right.
pieces of webbing here, it would be far easier if you could just one pull. You can just see what's happening here. I just pull it with one hand, the whole lot.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And this, I believe, is a new range of sort of dark blue colours coming out.
Yes, this is a new material. This one's called, surprisingly, fruit. This again has a unique harness system, which works roughly in the same way. Put the child in. Yeah.
So what sort of prices are these seats?
This
There's a whole range.
seat will retail around £90 in the high street. This one is more like 40.
Let's walk on down here, and these are some of the current ones, I guess.
Of all the seats we've sold under this name, Freeway, the bulk of them have been with this fabric on.
Yeah.
Very popular. This one is called the Cruiser. It's a lightweight one. Okay. Pick it up with one hand. Yeah.
Right.
The clever thing about this is this moves up and down as the child gets older. So if you start with it there,
Yeah.
because the child's head is there,
Yeah.
you put the seatbelt through this part here,
Yeah.
which locks it off. In
Yeah.
other words, it makes sure it goes over his shoulder and not round his throat. As he gets older, you can move that up
That's incredible.
and lock the belt in there, you see.
So who designs these fabrics? Does somebody go out and look for them, or do you actually design them in-house?
No, we don't design them in-house. We go out and look for them.
Yeah.
A lot of these come from abroad,
Yeah.
which of course with the exchange rate is going against us at the moment. It's not not too good for us, so we're looking at the moment to source some of these in the UK.
We're here on the shop floor, I guess you call it.
This is it. This is the main sort of production area where everything happens.
And this is Nigel Strudwick, production manager of BRITAX. Good morning to you, Nigel.
Good morning.
You're going to show us around, show us actually how you make.
That's right. We'll take you through the process of actually goods coming in through the shop floor, and then through to the production area, and then actually onto the final production lines, showing how they're packed, and actually into the warehouse.
John was saying you've got about 180 people working here, so.
That's actually correct. We have all at the moment 70 people on the shop floor, and again 100 people in the office staff. It does seem a little bit weighted the wrong way, but process is actually in control now, where we're looking at obviously reducing, in many cases, our indirect, with the situation of cell manufacturing, TQM, and any other processes we're looking at.
A lot of good handover people working here, I guess.
A lot. They have a very good sort of atmosphere within the shop floor environment. Yes, a lot of people know each other. We have a lot of social activities where we try to bring people together, not just from the shop floor, but from the office staff as well.
Okay. This is a Friday too, so everybody's in a good mood today.
That's right. They'll all be finishing at 5 to 1 and all off doing their shopping and get ready for the weekend.
Okay. Well, we're going to go and have a look around with Nigel. So we'll just follow you. Thank you. Where are we now,
This is
Nigel?
in the actual stores department. This is where we receive all the goods, and they're stored in location, ready for picking to go into the shop floor production area. When we actually introduce a cell to the shop floor, we're actually looking at a fine-tuned balancing situation that each operator should have the same amount of work at each operation.
Right.
Again, this can be terminology of GIST system. The benefits of this is that where you're actually reducing your work in progress on the line. So for any reason, if you do create a problem at the end of the line where you may find a rejection, you haven't got to go back through mountains of seats to rework. Obviously, we're trying to aim for zero defect, and that's the objective of cell manufacturing.
So where are you from, Rose?
From Wallet.
From Wallet?
Yes.
All right. But you don't get cable TV in Wallet? So what's it like working for BRITAX? You're in this new cell system, right?
Yes, we just started it, and it seems very interesting. We've got a long way to go on it. But, hopefully,
it gives you a feeling of being more in control of what you're doing.
That's right. More involved in what the company is doing.
Oh, great. So what are you doing here? We've been filming you.
Making a headrest for the cruiser.
Right.
And putting a headrest pad on it.
This is a cruiser, is it?
It's the cruiser, yes. Right.
Okay, so those bits come in and...
That's right. You get a headrest assembly and you put your labels on it, put your pad on it, and it goes through the line.
Fantastic. So it's a nice, happy bunch of people at BRITAX?
Yes, we're very happy on cruiser.
You all look very industrious. Good team, yes. We're going to talk to some other people. Thanks for talking to us, Rose.
Thank you.
So this is a Rockabye, the versatile car seat for your baby, it says.
That's right. One of our best-selling seats for the 0 to 9 months range. This product was designed in South Africa, which we actually obtained most of the components from. We have sourced some of the components in the UK, and more and more we're looking at actually again sourcing more in the UK for obvious problems of actually receiving components from South Africa does tend to give us some problems. We basically ship components in which can take anything up to 3 to 4 weeks actually on the water before we receive components. So if we do get any defects through components, it can cause us a lot of aggravation. So more and more we're actually looking at sourcing components in the UK.
This is the line behind us, right?
This is our line. Again, designed as a complete cell. It's yet to be developed a little stage further. With this seat on the 0 to 9 months, we have actually a harness that's actually assembled into the shell of the seat. Now, at this point in time, we don't actually have the harness production built in on the seat. This is done as a sub-assembly and fed in accordingly when required. But again, the whole concept, again, is a cell, a mini cell, where at this point in time we have 8 operators working on the line, responsible for each of their operations. However, they are all trained to actually fit onto each operation as and when required. In case of sickness or holidays, they are trained to be able to move around, take on any operation they wish to. And also it does give them the sort of flexibility as well. There's nothing worse than having an operator really standing on one operation day in and day out. It does give them far more enjoyment to be able to sort of move around and get to understand the problems on each operation. Basically, this central division here is its own cell producing harnesses for the seats.
Yeah.
These harnesses are actually produced in bulk, put back into storage, and then pulled out to lines as and when required.
Right.
This again is where we're looking now developing cell manufacturing to be able to pull sewing machines away from the central division to put them onto individual production lines, so they become self-contained units.
Right. Do you like this new cell system they're talking about?
Yes, I think it'll be very good.
Yeah. Makes everybody work. You know, you're your own boss, really, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
More interesting.
So what you're actually making here?
I'm actually making a sample.
Oh, right. That's it. Right. Okay. But this is the sort of stuff you make.
These are booster straps for the booster seat.
Okay, great. Anyway, it looks like you're enjoying yourself, so we'll let you get on with it.
Thank you.
Okay, cheers.
One of the things we saw on the sewing line there was the booster strap.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we haven't got this machine here running over here, this large piece of equipment that came in from our sister company Roma in Germany. That actually does produce booster seat covers.
Right.
Basically, it's a hot welding process.
Right.
Stamped out on a tool, trimmed, labelled accordingly.
Yeah, right.
That is then fed over into this section here, which is our main booster seat production area.
Yeah, right.
Along with the straps that we've juiced earlier, as we've seen.
So they're packing them here, and
this is really basically a packing area for the booster seats.
Yeah.
This is one of our children.
Yeah.
You've got a few. They're each have a newborn, one that represents 9 months, one for 3 years, one for 6 years, and one for 10-year-old.
You're a senior development engineer here.
Yeah.
So what is this rig for? I mean there's lots of obvious, I mean, to test
its main purpose is for checking each batch of production.
Yeah.
One seat out of every roughly 2,500 seats are tested dynamically on the rig to make sure that sort of production standards are still up to scratch. When we develop a seat, we play around with old samples, new samples, make our own frames in a development shop we have here, run them down the rig, and we film them on a high-speed camera and run various software analysis programs to analyse the dummy movement, head movement, dummy
explains why it's so bright here, really.
Which explains why it's so bright here.
Camera lights. Right, John, Nigel, thanks very much for showing us around BRITAX this morning. I know it'll be of interest to a lot of Andover people to see what you do here. Everybody sees it as you go past.
A pleasure,
So,
Alan. Pleasure.
So how about the future for BRITAX? Things are on the up and up, coming out of the recession?
Certainly are, and I hope maybe that in 2 years' time, if you come back, you'll see a lot of progression.
Really?
And a lot of changes.
Yeah. So exports are going to be a big priority, I guess?
That's where we're looking for the big push, yes.
Yeah, hopefully gradually coming out of it anyway.
I think so.
Anyway, thanks to both of you for talking to Town TV. It's been great. Thanks for showing us around.
Thank you.
Such high speed. Everybody looks very happy. So,
good.
We try to encourage as much as possible.
Smashing. Well, thanks very much anyway.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thanks. See you again.
Top quality produce and prices you can afford at Kenyon's Fruit and Vegetable Shop, Wayhill Road, Andover. Open daily Monday to Friday and Saturday mornings. Also in stock are eggs, flowers, pet supplies and canner gas. Mention Town TV and buy Wiltshire potatoes for only $2.99 for £55.
Glenn Miller, and the band are going to be playing in Salisbury, City Hall, very soon, and I hope John will tell me when. But
I will.
He will. John, will you give me a brief history of how the band is still going now, and how you got this band together, and what's happening with it?
Well, my dad, there were three brothers. There was Dean and Glenn, my dad Herb, and they still have a sister living in Denver, Colorado. Of course, all the boys are gone. And my dad's had a band ever since I could remember. And he always had a living room he could put it in. We built a house in California, and he designed the house himself and built it himself. And he actually made it so that the grand piano, baby grand, sat by the stairs down on the main floor and down into the basement. And the saxes sat in the living room. The drums were in front of the door. I was on the arch into the dining room, and the brass section was in the dining room. And of course, all the furniture was out in the yard. So my dad's had a band ever since I can remember, and he was asked to come over here and form the Herb Miller Orchestra in this country in 1980. That's why we're here. And he passed away in '87, and rather than see everything fold up, I took over.
So you took it over straight away. Have you still got some of the same musicians that was in Herb's band?
Oh yeah. On any given night, you'll find at least half a dozen, and usually 8 or 9. And Glenn always said the secret to having a good big band is to have the same guys together working night after night after night. So we keep our guys. We don't chuck them out.
So what's the average age of the audience that goes to see you? Do you get young people coming to see you to find out those? Because Glenn Miller stuff, I know I loved it, and I still love it now. I got a lot of records at home. But what average age is the audience that you get now?
We do get a wide range. We had a lady that was 100 the other day, and we've had like 4 and 5 year olds. But the median age I would have thought would be around mid-30s. The lady that was 100 was really cute. That was up in Glasgow, and it was her birthday, so I wished her happy birthday and said 100. It's really great. Come and have a record at the record stall, just as a birthday present. Either you, I didn't know how mobile she was, or a representative. Come and pick up the record. And I'd like to ask you a question. Having hung around for 100 years, it's got to be a reason. Clean living or something. Is it worth it? God bless her. She came. She walked up and got a record.
She walked up with it.
She did. Yeah.
How many pieces are in the band? How many musicians have you got in the band?
There's 16 musicians, and myself and Fiona Page. She's a wonderful gal. Page with an I. 3 I's actually, 2 on her face and 1 in her last name.
We played down in Salisbury before.
We have played in Salisbury before. I remember driving by the place at the Solstice one night. That was a chore. But the 26th of November, we will be in the City Hall again, and we want you to come and enjoy yourself. It's a band not just to listen to, but a band to watch, because there's a lot of show, a lot of movement, a lot of action. So you come and see us, and you come and see us.
Well, here we are in the powerlifting department of the Andover Leisure Centre, and we're here to meet with Robyn Brown, who's Andover's most famous powerlifter. In fact, he's one of the most famous in the world and Europe. So we're just going to have a word with Robyn. When I put this down, Robyn, come here. Well done, my boy. You did really well last week, 21st, yes. 24th of October.
That's right, went very well actually.
Yeah. So what were you up to in Macon? You were down in France?
Yeah, that's right. It was the World European Powerlifting Championships.
Yeah.
It's covered junior, under 23s, women's, masters and open class.
Yeah.
And I, because of the way the competition was run, I could only actually enter into the masters.
In the masters,
It was actually on the Friday, as whereupon the open classes started Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
But had I entered in both, I would have come first in one and third or maybe fourth in the open class.
So how did you get into powerlifting? Tell me that.
It's a long story actually. It was many years ago when I lived in Chibaldon actually. There was a lot of young lads who were actually training around the corner from me.
Yeah.
And we were watching them one Sunday morning. And they said, well, come and have a go. and I found out that I was a little bit better than what they were.
Really?
And they were under the assumption that I'd already trained before, which I hadn't.
Yeah.
And so they enticed me to come and join the club, which I didn't really know was in existence at that time. And that was 1968, September 68. It sort of took off from there, really.
So what's powerlifting all about? Explain to the viewers what powerlifting
Well, powerlifting is a power. It says it's a power sport.
Yeah.
It's a sport whereupon you handle the heaviest weights you possibly can within certain rules.
Yeah.
In the Masters division, I was very unlucky in the Worlds. Actually, I scored a world record.
Yeah.
But the referees decided that I hadn't actually quite gone below parallel.
Right.
So they turned me down for that. But my best training score is 285.
285 kilos?
Kilos, yeah.
And you divide that by what to get pounds?
2.2046, sir.
2.2046?
Yes.
So, Town TV viewers, you can divide that by 2, you know how heavy?
It's a bit quick. It's around about 640 pounds.
Is it really? Yeah, so that's quite heavy.
Yeah, but it just comes with practice like everything else. It's total commitment.
Yeah.
It's a type of sport whereupon once you've made the decision you're actually going to go for the lift, you've got to be 110% sure.
Yeah.
And if you're not confident at all, you're going to have problems.
You were over in Las Vegas in 91, and you
91 we're in Vegas, that's right,
You won the world title there?
I won the world title there, yeah. Against a very good American, actually. Not blowing my own trumpet, but the guy had been out of competition for a little while, and he was more impressed with my lifting than what I was. But yes, it went very well. But this year, my intention was actually to go to Macon to break some world records. Because I knew they were within my reach.
Yeah.
A little bit of bad luck. You have good luck, you have bad luck.
Yeah.
You just got to make the best of the situation sort of open to you at the time. Well, I'm a senior fitness instructor actually in the Body Plus within the Leisure Centre. Actually, I'm employed by Test Valley Borough Council.
Yeah.
I have been now for the last sort of 2.5 years.
Yeah. But you recommend a lot of people to come down. It's a good way of keeping fit.
It is. It's not a sport I would actually recommend to people unless they're actually wanting to move in that direction, because it is you've got to be very selfish.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of your time up.
Yeah.
It's very injury prone.
You have to train every day.
I normally train, with the situation I'm in now, I can train sort of 5 days a week.
Right.
Using different exercise on each day.
Yeah.
Just to hone an edge on.
Well, this sort of stuff here.
Yeah, the equipment we have in here. I mean, this was where I've trained for the last 17 years, basically.
All right.
There's been a lot of we've had a lot of world champions trained down here over the years.
Yeah.
How can I say, we had 4 in one occasion training here at one time.
Really? May you get a lot more publicity.
Oh, well, I sincerely hope so, yeah.
And next time you're in France or America, maybe we'll turn up.
We'll see in America next year.
Okay, well, Town TV will try and be there, by hook or by crook, so.
Yeah, possibly. I'm supposed to retire this year.
That's great. So you keep going.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Hair and Beauty Salon offer free individual advice by top hairstylists using a full range of hair and beauty products. Telephone Andover 355 839 now for an appointment and get a 20% promotional discount on all treatments. Visit Specs for a spectacular new look.
While baseball fans pack the Sky Dome, the rest of Toronto congregates on this hot Saturday afternoon in places like Yorkville and down here on Queen Street West. I suppose you could say the streets are alive with the sound of music. That guy plays a mean hockey stick. Well, the cafes are full, with customers basking in the sunshine. At this time of year, the days are hot in Toronto. If you thought that Canada was always full of ice and snow, I suggest you take a trip down Queen Street West one afternoon in the summer. Toronto the Good is more like Toronto the Rich. This city is wealthy, and the affluence is reflected in the streets. Sidewalks are full of a new generation of Canadians. It's about as far from the perceived image of lumberjacks and checkered shirts as you can get. There's one part of Queen Street West that really comes alive on a Saturday afternoon. I asked Monica, the presenter of Electric Dance, a live TV rock show, just what was going on.
City TV is an independent station that sort of makes its mandate reflecting what's happening on the streets. We do this every single Saturday because, you know, like this whole city is sort of like a party. So we have a party, yeah.
You got your old rock and roll that's nationwide, and then you got your new house music down here that's really kicking. And, you know, you got your rap that seems to be international as well. So it's kind of like multicultural down here.
Rap is big here. Rap is actually huge here right now. House is big. Rock and roll as in rock and roll roots.
The show, which goes out live from these studios, is open to anyone who dresses the part. Competition is tough. If you don't get in, all you can do is stand and watch through the window. But City TV is more than just another rock music station. The channels broadcast from here in Toronto cover a whole spectrum of programs and news. The station is the brainchild of Moses Zaimer, a tough new breed of Canadian entrepreneur.
People notice you somehow overnight, even though you've been kind of beating your head against the wall for a long time. So I'd say the first 5 years were awful and spent perpetually on the edge of bankruptcy. And from about the 6th year on, it was clear that the tide was turning, and from about the 8th year on, we were a tolerable success, and in the last few years were a huge success.
This is a commercial for City Pulse, the station's daily news show. As you can see, it operates in a way far removed from the conventional way of news reporting.
Well, welcome viewers. This is the Las Vegas of the Drove, and we're here with Town TV having a little walk through the fairground, see what's happening on firework night. Incredible display from Ryder Davis, who gave a great, really good display. So we're just going to pick up some views for you. Where are you from?
Andover.
Whereabouts? Where do you live?
Tenny Avenue.
Yeah? What do you think of the fireworks?
Oh, all right.
All right?
Yeah.
You haven't go on the fair now, are you?
Yeah.
What are you going to go on? What are you going to go on first?
I don't know.
You don't know? No. Say hello to all your friends on Town TV.
Hello.
All right. See you later. Here's a smiling face. Come on. Where are you from?
I'm from Andover.
Whereabouts?
Bachelor's Brown Road.
Where's that?
Bachelor's Brown Road, yeah.
What's your name?
Steve Coleman.
Steve Coleman.
Yeah.
Say hello to all your friends on Town TV.
Hi, how are you?
All right.
Thank you very much.
Did you like the fireworks?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, yeah.
So what are you going to do now? Have a go on the fair?
I've been on that, yeah.
Have you?
I've spent all my money.
Have you? Okay. You go home now then.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to us. Chrissy's going to throw a few rings. Yes, please, can we have a go? How much?
You're running straight out, my love.
You all right? Go on. Go on, put your hand
£8 for a pound, please.
Chrissy's now going to have a go. Well done. You're not meant to knock the sign over, Chrissy. Chrissy's after the bunny, I can see that. Well, she's trying very hard. Oh, hard luck. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Do you like the fireworks?
Yeah, it's good.
You did?
I quite liked them, yeah.
Yeah, what are you up to now on the fair?
Yeah, you know, just walking about with my mates,
Okay.
having a laugh.
Say hello to all your friends on Town TV.
Hello, all my friends on Town TV.
Well done. See you later. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
very much.
Cheers. Come on. Come on. Where are you from?
Andover. I'm from Charlton.
No, really?
King Arthur's.
It's King Arthur's. What's your names?
Mary Donnelly.
May Donnelly.
Katie Holland.
Kay who?
Holland.
Kay Holland and?
Michelle Wales.
Rita?
Michelle Wales.
Say hello to Town TV, all right?
Hi, Town TV.
I think it's been very successful.
Yeah.
I think people have enjoyed themselves. We've had a good turnout. We've still got a lot of people here even
That's
this
right,
hour.
that's
So
right.
it's
So-
just a good evening.
There'll probably be people here all night just keeping an eye on everything.
We won't be
Finding
staying overnight. We've got a couple of crews who will be here round the clock because we still leave stuff on the site for security reasons. So yes, we'll be.
Well done, and tomorrow morning you start planning for next year.
We've already started that.
Have you?
Yes, indeed.
Well, thanks very much for playing host
Great
us anyway.
pleasure.
We've had a great time. I'm sure all the viewers have too.
Well, I hope so.
So, thanks very much.
Thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you next year, I trust.
See you next year, definitely. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, there we are. The evening is wrapping up now. And there's everybody with their sparklers. Here's a nice sparkler display for Town TV. Brings back a few memories, doesn't it, guys?
Ah, this is really nice.
That's right. That's
Smell of wood.
smell of wood, bonfire night, and traffic jams, I guess, as everybody tries to get out. But that's very nice. Well, anyway, we'd like to thank all Town TV viewers for being with us this evening. I know Howard and Steve have been working hard all day, bringing you the action as it happened, and getting. I suppose you'd all sing "Smoke Gets in Your Eyes," but I won't do that because it's too corny. But anyway, I'd like to say thank you for bearing with us. We've had a great time, and I know you have. And wherever you had your firework evening, whether it was yesterday, that was a Friday, November the 5th, or today, Saturday, November the 6th, trust you had a good time. And we'll see you soon for the Christmas show.